You doing your hair? Any last minute games kicking off before we advance? Let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace. There's one game about to kick off, or should have already started. Once they finish, we will advance.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Have one of the co-commissioners send you an invite. I'm currently in a game right now. I'll get you squared away after my game. Send me your invite.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Good luck, man.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Lady!
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Kick!
Here's the sixth-round pick from Oklahoma, Rodney Anderson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Hands up! JT!
I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
There you go, 368!
You're almost. Shoot!
Regular.
52.
First and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hey. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Pilot, 64, weak. 2 by 2. Move. 2. Guys, help.
So Dalton now. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
Lady. Hey.
Check 13. Jim. Say.
Topper. Yeah, 5-6. Guys, help.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Passing, it's Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Another chance for Dalton. Open man is Uzama. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
White 80! White!
Trick pass.
Protein spill! Strong.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the slant.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Motion, reset.
Hey, foxtrot.
Tens the mic.
Now Dalton. And this one complete to Smith. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. On 3rd down, Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
52.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run on first down. Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Recon, 132
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
368.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And that is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hot. Lead.
Check 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here you go. Can.
Mixon with a first down carry. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Dalton now to pass. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
He's checking Craig.
Here you go. 368.
Motion.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, chill.
He's moving, boys.
Come.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Ross on the return. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, color. No.
Fitzpatrick now going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Heads up. 318.
Let's go, D.
368.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Heads up. Lead.
52. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Watch the end.
Here you go. 368.
On three. Motion.
Heads up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46.
Check three, check three, check three.
Ice. Over here.
This is Mixon, and an alley to run as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Bernard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Shift. Hey. Like 52. Hey, keep it up.
Mixon works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Bernard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Parker unable to get that one, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Go ahead. Hey,
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on fourth down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Fitzpatrick to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are able to cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Shit! Regular. Mike 52. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
44. There you go. 2 by 2. Move.
52, Mike 52. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
To try again after the sack. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down. Now they run with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Ryan Finley. 30 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick. This goes to Barber, the running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
54 all day, dog. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check the backer, check the backer.
80 weapon.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man. It's Williams. There he goes left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Caught the tight end Walford. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might have.
You gotta post in the main chat, bro. If you didn't post it in the main chat, it's gonna get missed. I have 2 leagues. Yeah.